unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Sends it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll run the toss. Powers through the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish their running game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Back to pass. It's Cheek. Finds his man. It's Leach. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. No No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Longhorns are on the move. The give to the back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, better look out! Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Rides the back. He's going to keep it. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Looking deep. Caught near the sideline, it's Leach. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. With jet sweep pass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long.
Football 7. Run.
From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Cheek. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Making side adjustments here.
Okay, ready?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. It's caught. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Quick strike complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call it running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right on target this time. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Runs through the tackle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, and everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Dropping back, it's Cheek. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the left. Finds some room. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Let's see what they've got on second down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corner.
Going over the top. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Cheek. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. To the ground with the back. And some room to work. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working that left side now. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lindsey. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Cheek. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeper. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Complete in the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll give it to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on first down from the 28. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They're going back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Got the tight end outside. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Going for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Rides it and reads it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking.
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Snap to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Cheek. That's reeled in, it's Leach. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Quick release by the QB. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
21.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Grab behind the line, it's Leach. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now facing a third and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Scrambling away. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Fires to the big fella. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Okay, ready? One.
To the air on first down. throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Gonna look downfield again. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Back has it. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets it past the marker. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Texas Tech, 28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the third time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today.